Will be taken for alternate attacks. There are 3 players in action here for Big, 2 right next to Crimbo. How much damage can alternate attacks do? They're leaping, they're bounding their way in. Crimbo is isolated. Somehow he hasn't got that kill, and somehow he's not dead himself. The trades are going back and forth, but now they're all going in Big's favour until Spiddy gets one back, but it's not going to be enough. He's the only one to get any kills for alternate.
I really like this. I mean, if they do pull it off, it is still an economy-shattering round.
Yeah, there you go. Good damage. There's the 1-for-1 early on, but Process has taken Spiddy on that reface. So, early 4v3 for Big. And yeah, I mean, alternate attacks. Oh, the nade comes flying in from Perks. That was glorious.
And Mantu will have a good timing to at least flank here onto Perks, but he doesn't actually convert the kill. Finally does. Bomb goes down, and into the 3v2. Kit up on tabseN. And a chance for alternate attacks to get some aggressive positioning. Slacks has moved his way into Bankside.
Oh, Slacks, that could be a really good angle. Gun barrel spotted, and there's the kill. He can escape away as well. Freeze has taken Mantu in the meantime, and suddenly it's all down to Sin. He is now 1v1 against Freeze, and he takes him. Oh, that's really huge from Sin. 1100, 1400, of course, because they've got that max loss bonus now. No reason why they shouldn't do that. tabseN close up, in that close angle. When does he get checked? The answer is he won't be checked yet, because he's not been seen yet. Mantu is helping out the situation right now. It's a great HE from Perks once again, but in comes tabseN. In gets 1, he gets 2. Before Perks finally spams him down. But tabseN has done his job, and Sin can reface at a weird timing as well. Perks is not expecting that in any way. Now Spiddy is left in a clutch with the Deagle. Gets the first toward Process. 2 more to find. Sin holding the line, and that is disgusting from Spiddy. And look how far away Crimbo is. However, the bomb needs to be recovered, and Crimbo has the long-range angle, but now spotted out. Spiddy's picked up the M4. This is possible for Spiddy, and he's only gone and done it! Spiddy with the 1v3. He continues his to creep slowly further forward and maybe go for that different gap in the bathroom, and that's exactly what he'll hold, and that's a beautiful reposition. Drops the bomb. Huge information for Big.
Not out of the woods out of this round are Big, though. A lot of room given over to Perks, but Perks finally goes down, and Mantu actually decides to reaggress. That's a difficult shot to hit, and sure, the flash hits, but Speedy actually can't go down, and he actually capitalizes. There goes Mantu. It's just Crimbo left up in the 1v2, but his position is not noted. Gets 1, but cannot get the second. What a round from the German compatriots there.
That was really fascinating, right? Because the long play coming in, as you saw, Freeze taking down tabseN there, that's the reason why what Mantu just did looked silly. But no kills yet in this one. They know they're towards short. Crimbo's got that information. Utility has been used. But alternate attacks are going to have to pull the trigger and pull the plug on them waiting around straight away. And there we go. The first kills will come in. Process deals with Spiddy first off. Crimbo, that's a nice defense. In comes Freeze, looking for a second. He gets that second. Process can't find it, but tabseN is still here. orzhek is low. Mantu's toward Heaven. There is no Heaven smoke at the moment. He has free reign to give this one a glance. There's a boost coming in towards CT as well. tabseN looking for that on top of his teammate's head. There is the first kill. Now orzhek is stuck on bridge. They know where he is. They can go for a big swing. tabseN first to jump in. And in the end, it's actually Mantu to get that frag. Well done, Big. Good team play in the end. Flash needs to be careful. They're creeping underneath his crosshair. That is a great reaction to flick down. Freeze will drop, and tabseN's on the site to help out whenever he needs to as well. Process has found orzhek in the meantime. A little boost to maybe even get Mantu in an elevated position too, on top of the default dice. But he is close, but he could be about to be basically double swung, maybe even triple swung in this instance. tabseN checks it. Lovely pre-fire. All that from the third person. It leaves the last 2 alternate attacks players toward long. tabseN finds the next. This is a great round from tabseN. And that's going to force Slacks away to save with 20 seconds to go. He might not even be allowed to do that either.
What a round from both tabseN and Mantu on that A site. Obviously, tabseN getting 2 big kills alongside Mantu, but Mantu getting the first kill.
That nade could be touching him too. 74 health spare. Then we'll get flashed in to check the edge of divider, but of course there are still 3 players all toward A for alternate attacks. And looking for that intel, and spots Perks on that angle. A straight up heads up duel right now between Sin and Perks. This could make the difference between win and loss in this round, and Sin makes it look clean and precise. Drops the bomb in bathroom as well, and Slacks and Orzek are a bit disconnected. One back from Slacks at least. That's the rotation up from Process, and Sin's made noise dropping down. Orzek now knows everything about where Sin was playing. This round's still on, even with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, all that front bathroom's control. The punish from Slacks. Room for alternate attacks to potentially dive back in a connector into that B site. So Crimbo has not caused a rotation just yet. Split 1-1 on the site. Double smokes here. So alternate attacks do have the route in terms of cross smokes and a bomb plant. But Sin actually gets offered up 1 kill for himself. So into the 1v1, low HP on Slacks. But with him getting the bomb down, you have to give him the advantage here, especially with the lack of kit and a potential for Slacks to reposition, play divider, play those long-range angles. But he actually aggresses.
I like this.
He's aggressing, and there's no way that I can see that Crimbo actually clears this angle out, but it's all a matter of timing, and Crimbo actually does check his angles.
It's a 5v4 early on for Big. They have a rifle in spawn if Mantu or Crimbo wants to pick it up to go for a retake. They are double AWPing on this final round of the half. I like the idea. Crimbo is going to be a shot for Freeze, but that's a big miss. And Freeze and Orzek are going to take advantage of it. Damn. Crimbo caught off guard. Heaven Smoke comes through. Mantu's blocked off. He only uses utility to try and stop that plant a little while longer, but that's going to come in a second or two. There it is. Alternate attacks are fighting through for a possible 7th here.
Chance for Sin. He gets flashed into the angle from Tapson all the way from Monster, but it only nets him 1. Tapson is here now, though. And I think Mantu's given a lot of information over to a double water play. Tapson still hasn't reloaded. Only 8 bullets left in the chamber. Reloads at last. But there's a timer on this. They've really got to speed things up. And Tapson actually gets offered up another, but it's Mantu from Heaven that chimes in. Wow. And the information is gleaned, and it's capitalized upon by the Polish to close out the half there for Big.
Yeah, we tried to claim Mantu for quite a while, but I don't think that's possible anymore, unfortunately. His name's too Polish anyway. Yeah, true. It's a great round actually from Big. Just to sort of add a bit of a serious Big recover the round beautifully. Second half underway. Alternate attacks on the CT side. Boosted up on short. Look at this setup they've got. And Freeze has dropped the bomb already. It's been popped out the door and in toward water as well. It could not be in a worse position. So Big are going to have to fight their way through on this one. But Freeze is doing everything. 3 kills with a defuse kit as well. Make that 4. That's 1 clip as well. He's looking for the aces. Freeze, can he get it? Come on, Freeze. Yes. All headshots. All on the USP. All on the pistol round. What a clean start from him.
Consider the idea of force buying here. They're just totally cool with giving away an 8th round and getting AKs out in the next.
I think it's very obvious that Slacks kind of knows how they play in that regard, because he only had a USP in that round, if I'm not mistaken. That was it. But guess what?
They got a plant.
Big have cheekily snuck Sin onto the B bomb site and somehow got a plant from that. So, to be fair... Oh, Slacks going for that peak. That was against Mantu. A little boost up on the edge of Divider. That was so close. Crimbo's trying to take advantage of the damage he's done. Actually, he does find Spiddy, but Perk just lines up 2 of them. Crimbo and Tabson behind the play. Gets both. He, of course, is very low off the back of it, so Sin's going to try and trade it. Does, and calmly taps down Freeze as well.
That initial player was Big, still capitalized. And Sin rights the ship for them.
Purchase here, but if they lose it with no one saving, Big are in absolute pole position, and Orzek is charging into mid with the help of flash support, I believe, from teammates, because he wouldn't have gone for that dry, I'm sure. But I'm afraid the flashes from Big are way too good, and Slacks is destroyed by more of those on long as well. Tries to reface, and if you can't see, it makes the game pretty difficult.
Yeah. Mojo back in favor of Big. 2 beautiful flashbangs, but a nice re-aggression from alternate attacks to capitalize. They have to hedge their bets on some part of the map, and it's short side this time around. But spotting 2 players gives away so much information to Big that they start to charge up the long side. Freeze up to bat now. Can only get 1 though. And now there is route for that A bomb site play. Unaware is Speedy that Crimbo is still in mid.
Yeah.
And now it's just perks.
That's the sort of thing that pisses you off, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
There's like 40
absolutely.
seconds sort of thing that you'd say, why on earth is he there? But it works out well. Perks now needs to step up incredibly. And actually, for a second, he does have the bomb. But time was never going to be an issue with Crimbo so close. Why did I just say 5-star Australian? That was so weird. With 5 USPs in water. Sin, lovely spray transfer. Now he's getting knocked up by Crimbo. Easy cleanup. They couldn't pounce for more than 1 kill. tabseN survives with 4. Slightly fortunate, but doesn't really matter. We include this event too. Well, was that
aggression from aTTaX? Finally, I mean, it's a couple of plays here from this guy that have been not panning out necessarily, and finally something goes his way. Sure, it's better late than never. Slacks is flashed off the angle, and Process has a little bit of room to go, but he actually hasn't given up all of bathrooms, and Slacks capitalizes. Great confidence there to stay strong in front of party. And whatever room that Process had is kind of ripped away, and Big are kind of out of the round at this point.
That is a surprising wide swing toward playground for aTTaX, and he'll be delighted it works out for 2. As we said earlier, he's had a slightly rough game. Better than Perks now, but numbers don't really matter at this stage for Ultimate Attacks. They shouldn't really matter to anyone, to be honest. It's a matter of trying to grind out rounds. So they should be grinding out this one. Freeze towards short. He's been the top performer. We actually want to look at numbers. We cleared by Crimbo, but he's very accurate, very calm on that tap. Mantu looking for the quick trade. Gets it. With 30 seconds, we need all the 4 remaining players, and Spinny's happy, just a wide swing monster. And that should be a secondary AWP if they want it, but he will ignore it. They don't want 2 for now.
It's a heavy price for it. 25 health to spare. And here comes the double nades onto Woodwall. Good damage and a conversion on a perks. It primes tabseN straight into the fight. Here comes Sin on the trade. And now Freeze is caught between a rock and a hard place. Only aTTaX left in the site itself. Wow. We're into the 2v2. Mantu chimes in with the AK in his own right. And it's just Slacks. What a sharp round there from Big.
Yeah, and Mantu knew that he had the ability to swing water through bridge as well, because that Molotov is locking out Slacks in CT. 1 HP on Crimbo. Slacks creeping up. The timing does not look like it'll go in his favour, though. Mantu swings into water. And
together. And a chance to potentially go 3 maps with Big would be a Herculean feat at this point in the game.
The Molotov will spread toward Process as well. Damage significant. You saw it on the left-hand side of your screen there. Sin needs this win in connector. But is he going to check aTTaX in that cubby? One that can very often be overlooked. And there it is. Very overlooked. And Mantu is staring outside the condor. Means that aTTaX has free reign to whatever he wants right now. Almost gets himself the quad kill. Holds off connector very impressively. And Perks will finish off tabseN. So now this is where it gets interesting.
Mantu phase 1 of this round for Big does work out very well.
Crimbo going for the entry towards short again. Oh, and there it is. Perks will drop. This is what these AKs are meant to do, and he finds Spinny as well. No way. Of course, the AK. The 2 hero AKs. Already one's got 2 kills. aTTaX. An important frag, but then comes Mantu. So they do have this 2v2. Sin's got the P250, but Mantu's still alive. And with a flash and a smoke. Very, very doable this round to complete the series for Big. Diller's crept up toward long with the P250. He's the one with the bomb. And he'll be flashed in by Mantu. Basically, this 2v2 is set up for Mantu to try and clutch it. The P250 running in first, but it looks like they're giving them the plant. Zach's tempted to go for this wallbang, but in the end, he has nothing to aim at because he shoots between the 2 players who are staring at him. That is a classic. And it's all down to Freeze. Mantu with the hero AK, proving to be the hero. Freeze has been the hero for Ultimate Attacks in this game so far. And he has a Molotov to put down to perhaps go for a bomb hold, but he's spotted by Mantu. 3 kills for him. Very clean from Big. It's a 2-0 for them. Good fight from Ultimate Attacks, but the favourites do make it through to the first EU Series semi-finals.